Welcome to the Beauty in Burnt Toast, the podcast where we celebrate the crispy, chaotic, unexpectedly beautiful parts of life. I'm Jade.
And I'm Jamie. We're two women doing our best to live with purpose, laugh through the mess, and talk about the stuff that no one puts on Instagram.
Here you'll find real stories, unfiltered conversations, and reminders that perfection is overrated, but showing up, that matters.
And whether you're building a business, raising humans, chasing healing, or just trying to remember what day it is, you belong here.
So pour the coffee, reheat the toast, and let's get into it. This is the Beauty in Burnt Toast. Welcome back to another episode of the Beauty in Burnt Toast. Today's episode is titled Capes in the Dryer, Sanity's on Hold, for all of you super moms out there or wannabe super moms. And today we are shooting on, I think for both of us, the first day of back to school.
It is.
And all I have in my head is back to school, to show my dad I'm not a fool. Every year like that, I just can't. And Trey was actually singing that to our youngest.
I've never heard that.
You've never heard Adam Sandler?
No, what is that?
Gosh. It's from, I don't remember what the name of the movie is. I'll have to look it up later.
Okay, you're going to send
brain fog this morning, but
Yeah.
It's Adam Sandler movie.
Okay. Back to school. I mean, I can hear his voice.
It's like backpack packed, shoes tied tight. I hope I don't get in a fight. You don't know that one? Okay, you need to go and watch all the Adam Sandler movies.
Listen, I'm not a movie watcher, so.
I'm too much of a movie watcher. So you haven't seen the new Happy Gilmore?
No, I didn't even know there was a new Happy Gilmore.
I'm horrible. Well, today's episode is about mom guilt or guilt for watching too many movies like you should.
Or not enough. I don't know.
So, yeah, we are talking back to school and all things that you deal with as a mom or parent, like, should I send their lunch? Should I make them eat their lunch at school? Do they have on the right outfit? Like, all the things.
You have your water bottle.
Yes.
I mean, this
Your
morning.
clear labeled water bottle.
Okay, we are not at the clear level, but do you have all the things? Like, I sometimes have to ask Asher, do you have shoes on? Do you have your shoes on your feet? And she's like, oh, yeah, shoes. Does anybody else have one of those?
No, mine this morning was ready to go and had his backpack on, and I'm like, we have 30 minutes. You haven't eaten breakfast. Like, what are you doing? Sit down and stop. Like, thank you for being ready, but calm down. So I want to read this real quick, so let me get to it real quick. This whole episode is kind of based off of a post that I saw on social media the other day. So I will read it real quick. If she's on top of her kids, making sure everything's okay, she's called a helicopter mom. And if she lets them run around as she sits on the side talking to a friend, she's neglectful. If she prefers cooking from scratch and organic everything, her kids are going to go crazy on junk food when they go to someone else's house. And if she feeds them donuts and muffins for breakfast some mornings because she's in a rush or just because, then her kids are unhealthy. If she breastfeeds and doesn't produce enough milk and her baby isn't thriving, then she's a failure. But when she adds formula, she's more of a failure for not giving her baby all breast milk. If she stays home with her kids, she should be working. How can her family financially keep up? But if she's working, she's met with their only little wants. If she hasn't lost the postpartum weight, gosh, she'd let herself go. But if she did, wow, she must not eat, spend hours working out, and neglect her kids. In a society that knows everything and places too many expectations on moms, if you listen to everyone else, you're always going to fall short.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Man, that cuts deep. Mm-hmm. Because it's so true.
And it's so hard today when everything is so visible.
So, yeah.
So you see the perfect back to school outfits, but what you don't see is the tantrums and the tears that led up to those outfits.
Yeah.
Or when the child wanted to pull their socks up to their knees and look like they were going to play soccer in my instance.
I have one in shorts and a t-shirt today, and the other is in jeans and a cardigan sweater. And I just said, go for it. You pick you and you do you. You're going to sweat to death and you're going to freeze to death, but I don't care.
This was the first year where I did not have like custom t-shirts. Like usually I'm the one that has like
First
back
day
to
of
school.
first grade.
Yes, exactly. But I have one that's too old for that now, and the other one I'm just like, I don't even care anymore.
Yeah. I always say I felt so bad for Mason, who is my oldest. She's 19. She had everything monogrammed, all the bows, everything was perfect. And then the next one came, and the next one came, and the next one, and the next, and the next, and the next, and the next. And I'm like, hey, you're dressed, let's go.
And so I have, one of my friends is so much like that. Like everything is perfect. She is so prepared. Like she has that special back to school present, like the outfit, like it's all laid out. Just, like something special for them the next morning. Like she buys the teacher gift, and like that is great. Like she's living her best mom life, and she is the mom who's always prepared. Like if you're at the park and you need something,
Yes.
she has it. That's great. I'm not that person. Sometimes I'm that person.
I'm never
Sometimes
that person.
I have to try really hard.
Ever.
But a lot of times, yeah, I am not. I'm just, this morning I got up and I was like, oh, I'm just going to give them cereal. No milk. They're like, I want a breakfast sandwich. We had one left. So they had to fight over it. So I'm like, not prepared.
Ours gets breakfast at school.
Oh, yeah, that's good. I should probably start doing that. But my youngest barely eats as it is. So no mom guilt for having a skinny child. He just won't eat. I don't know what to do.
Until you get the failure to thrive diagnosis, I think you're good.
Oh my gosh. So let's talk a little bit more about mom guilt and some of the things. Like we said, breastfeed, you're a martyr. Formula feed, you're lazy. Go back to work, you're selfish. Stay home, you're wasting your potential. Strict schedule, you're controlling. Go with the flow, you're unstructured. Organic lunches, wow, she's trying too hard. Fast food again, does she even care? Post your kids' milestones, you're showing off. And keep things private, are you even involved? All these things that go through our head as we're scrolling social media.
I'm silent because I'm processing all the times that I have felt those emotions.
Yeah.
Like every single one of those. I'm like, I've been in all those situations. Why, as women, do we process that way? But at the same time, why do we put that on other people?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think too, some of it is even a lack of knowledge or lack of education. Like I heard something the other day, they were talking about breastfeeding, and I think it was a show I watched, but they were talking about it being gross and like weird, and I'm like, they just really don't understand what it does. And I can see, like, even as a young mom, like somebody who gets pregnant as a teenager, like that would probably seem gross,
right?
But it's educating yourself,
right?
And every month, like I did both. Like I breastfed, but I got so stressed out that I needed to formula feed too. Yeah. And that's what was best for me. So you do what is best for you and your child to keep your sanity.
Yes, 100%. I was thinking back on things that we go through and stuff over time. And a lot of things is just based on people only know what they know and their perspective. And so my perspective might be different from yours, because I've had different life experiences, but at the same time, where's the grace in life in general, especially to moms? It's so hard. My kids the other day, they were like, isn't it fun to be a parent? And I was like, fun. Is that how I would describe this role that I find myself in?
Well, and my son says he wants to have 5 kids, and I'm like, good luck to you.
Yes.
Which, I mean, you're close. But it's different for everyone. Like we have a family at church, they just had their 7th child. Like
I know.
if you can do it, do it. Like that's not the way I was made, and that's fine. Everybody's
Right.
completely different.
Yes, I don't have to be like you and you don't have to be like
Yeah.
me, because if we were all exactly the same, how boring. We'd be like,
Yeah, and we can discuss and we can give advice, but we need to love each other anyway.
I know, take it with a grain of salt. Like if it doesn't work for you, who cares?
Yeah. Yeah.
Find what does and don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Social media.
But what has social media done to our brains? Like, I feel like it's just such an instant thing. Like, you're scrolling and you see the things, and it's just like, oh, they're so perfect. Like, who do they think they are? You know, just
Yeah.
like it's like an instant download to your head. But I mean, it's just
You know, I think too, I post the pictures and everybody's standing there and they're smiling and they're happy, but you don't post what leads up to the pictures where you're like, stand still, look at the camera. Are you kidding me right now? And I'm sure there are people out there that do not respond that way. I know that my personality is a little harsh and I can't help it. I have worked on it. I try to sugarcoat things and then it just comes out, shut up. I mean, I don't know why. And then I see other people, and that's one of the things, like, you know, this list of things that we just read off, that's one of my hardest things, is not having a calm voice and not having a calm response. And that's constantly in my brain. Like I say something and I'm like, dang it, I did it again.
yeah. I'm very conscious of that as well. Like, my husband has that reaction a lot, and I know even I have that reaction a lot because you just tell your kids over and over and over, and then it just gets louder and louder and louder. But I was sitting with somebody the other day, and their child got upset, and she was like, okay, are we having big feelings right now? Like, understand that was hard, but we can go fix it. Like, the way she was talking to him was just like an adult, like processing everything. And I'm like, it is so good. Like,
I know.
why can I do that? Like, I cannot be that calm.
Why is it so hard?
I don't know.
I've tried and I feel so condescending in that moment.
Mom guilt.
Extreme mom guilt. Like mom guilt because the words that come out are
Yeah.
and then I have to pull back and say, I am so sorry. And I don't know how many times I have looked at my kids and said, I am so sorry that I responded the way I just did. I should not have done that.
But I think that is the most important part, is recognizing that.
I'm like, please don't grow up and be me.
Like, you do it, and that's bad, but I feel like recognizing
Right.
that you messed up is just, it's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But changing personality. I mean, I've always been this way. I've always been, and I saw something earlier and it was like, you're not harsh. You're, oh gosh, what did she say? She said, you're not harsh. You are firm or affirmative, or I can't remember exactly what it was that she said. And I was like, okay, that gives me a little bit of relief.
I didn't finish my
but-
coffee this morning, so my brain is probably not firing on all.
Yeah, I'm like, ooh, that's rough. I threw some espresso in mine this morning because I was like, we got to go.
I need some. But let's talk a little bit about our burnt toast moments. So I will just get into this morning. Besides the sock fiasco, we had one spill his chocolate milk all over the counter. We had one, Daddy finished brushing his teeth and he ran straight into the wall and got a goose egg and started screaming. And then the other one was like, this is just going to be the worst day ever, isn't it? And I'm like, no, it will not. Like, do not say that. It's like, it's fine. Everything's going to be fine. So, yeah, welcome back to school, everyone.
Well, we were late first day of school because I couldn't figure out the middle school car line, because now I have two kids in two different schools, and we didn't go to orientation because I was like, what is there to orientate me on? Apparently the car line, okay? So one of them was on time, and then the one going to elementary school was late. And she's like, you're going to have to check me in on the first day of school. Are you kidding me? I was like, we are not going to check in. It's the first day. They'll be lenient. I was calm. Oh, I was calm. I stayed calm in
That's
that.
good.
Yes, that's good. I just realized it. I stayed calm in that moment and didn't say, shut your mouth. I said, you know what? They are not going to make you check in. It is going to be fine, fine, fine. So I'll be interested to see how it was.
Why is the first day always such a hot mess in the parking lot? Like it's so.
I'm going to say it's the kindergarten parents and then the new middle
Yes,
school
let's
parents.
blame it on them. Oh my goodness. So I walked mine in this morning. So I gave him the option. I mean, he's going into kindergarten. So my oldest would have walked him in, but I gave him the option because he's not crying like he's fine, but he's probably not going to talk to his teacher for the next 6 months.
Yeah.
So we got to work on getting him there. The other day, she was trying to talk to him and get down on his level, and he was just like, I'm sorry. He's fine. He really is.
We'll talk at some point.
He's a completely different child at home. I don't know. But yeah, the parking lot, I mean, there's people parked in the grass, like parked in people's driveways.
Yes.
I mean, it was all over the place.
That's how it was.
Which I heard it wasn't as bad as some of the other schools, because my understanding is another school in Hartselle, you have to pull up and get out. Like you can't do car line on the first couple days. I don't know. That might not be accurate, but.
I don't even get dressed for the car line. I mean, like, I've got on shorts and a t-shirt, but like, I'm not going in. If you're late,
yeah,
you're checking yourself in, okay?
Yeah.
Unless we've been to the doctor or something, I'm not going in.
No, usually I don't want to be seen, but this
Yeah.
morning I dressed up. And they had a like a back to school breakfast, and I thought it was with the kids, so I went in for like kindergarten.
Yes.
And they're like, no, it's just like a parents who have never had kids in school kind of thing. And I'm like, oh, the kids aren't going to be here. I'm like, peace out.
Yeah.
Like I'm not
here for that.
saying no.
No, we are not socializing this early in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
After the legitimately spilled milk.
Yes. Yeah. God. I was just like, seriously? We have had so many, like my kids are about to the point where they're not going to be allowed to have open containers because
Period.
it has just been one spill after another. And like this fortunately was on the counter, but they have spilt milk on the rug before, like my new rug.
Ew.
And like
Milk's the worst to clean up. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Look, I've got one that has to have a lid all the time on everything.
Yeah.
And the other one, she's full grown, so she's good. But she also spills.
It's just, and it's not even like, oops. It's just like,
I know. I know.
What are you even doing right
Why
now?
are you spinning right now?
So, let's talk some statistics. So 78% of working moms say they feel guilty for not spending enough time with their kids. And 65% of moms say they feel judged for their parenting choices. So that's most of us carrying this pressure, no matter what you do. So how do you get rid of that? Like
Tuesday was terrible for me. It was a terrible, no good, very bad day. And I had planned on spending the day with the girls so that we could have some time together before they went back to school to kind of do the special mom and daughter thing. So I was like, we'll go and get your nails done. You can do a manicure and pedicure. Well, I had been gone for 3 days and came back to the office, and I was bombarded on all sides with work-related things. Plus 2 little girls that were very, very excited about going to get their nails done. And one thing you should know about me, I don't like nails. I don't care if I ever paint my nails or my toenails. It is not something that I enjoy. I don't even have them. I don't like it. It's not my thing.
Well, it's hard to keep up with kids too. It's hard to maintain.
And I have to push through because Hunter especially loves it. So the amount of mom guilt and pressure on Tuesday was almost unbearable. I found myself in tears like 3 times, and I was like, you are not doing this today. You do not have the time for a freaking pity party. And so, pressure from myself, pressure from my kids, and pressure from work. By the time I got home, I was like, I'm going to explode.
Well, I know at one point I heard somebody say, "Where's Jamie?" And I said, "You think she's in a closet somewhere?"
I sent our office manager a text and I said, I just want to let you know that I'm standing outside on the sidewalk, taking deep breaths so that I can come back inside. Because if I come back in right now, I'm going to burn the entire building. So I did realize in that moment that I was losing my mind, and I was trying so hard to not let anybody see it that I was like, I'm about to explode. I am about to explode. And like when that happens with me, I get silent.
Yeah.
And that's real bad.
I already know that about you.
And I was like, ooh, we are not going to make it through today. We are not going to make it through today.
I feel like our personalities are very similar because I'm very much the same. Like, if I'm not talking, then something is extremely wrong.
Yes.
Yeah. And it takes a lot. Like, and I don't cry. Like, I'm not a crier. So if I'm crying,
not good.
Stay away from me.
I usually mad cry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a mad cry. Like, I cry over emotional things. But, like, I'm not one, like, I was mad. And I had made myself that way because I was so overwhelmed because I had stretched my own self thin and didn't prepare.
Yeah.
And so then I was like, okay, well, I'm leaving. I quit.
So did you end up doing things with the girls? Did you have time for that? Or no?
Yeah, we did. Well, yes, we went. And I just sat there and answered emails while they got all their little things done. The ladies kept saying, what about you, Mom? What about you? Do something for you, Mom.
Leave
and
me
I was
alone.
like, I'm doing something for me over here.
But the thing is, like, they will only remember that you took them to get their nails done.
Well, I hope so because, gosh. And that's what I'm like, please, Lord, please let them remember the good. Please let them remember the good and only snippets of the bad, not... I'm so worried that they'll grow up and remember all the bad and none of the good.
Well, I know Asher came bebopping in here with her coffee.
Yes.
And then Clint went to get a coffee because she had a coffee. And she was like, hey, that guy went to get a coffee because I had a coffee. And Jessica was like, what's his name? And she said, Baldy. And now Clint is forever Baldy.
Oh, gosh. She's so funny. At the Meet Your Teacher on Tuesday night, which was also Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Okay, so
everything
was Tuesday. She goes, the stuff that comes out of her mouth is hilarious, and I'm so thankful that God gave me a child with a very funny personality because the rest of them are. She said, "Oh my gosh, this weather! I'm gonna walk in here looking like a pom pom." Because her hair was so big. And I was like, a pom-pom, that is a great description of you, girl.
Their kids are just so going a different direction. Grant the other day was like, I don't even remember where the conversation got started, but he was like, Munchkins eat nuts. And I'm like, what? And he was like, Munchkins eat nuts. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure Munchkins just eat like normal food. And he was like, no, they don't. Munchkins eat. And Trey was like, JT's talking about chipmunks. And I'm like, what? He's like, for some reason, he started calling chipmunks munchkins. So I'm like, what in the world is happening right now?
Oh, that's cute, though.
It is cute. He's a mess.
See, there's joy in the chaos. There is.
Kids say the darndest things. So did you recoup from Tuesday?
I mean, I'm getting there. It's like
Is Steve still alive somewhere?
He is. Yes. He's been great. He's been so good.
Does he recognize when you are at your limit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And sometimes we're good, but sometimes we both get there.
Yeah.
You know, he and I have similar personalities, but different. And so there are times where I'm like, I am tapping out. I have got to go.
Yeah.
And so he'll see that. He texts and he's like, I can come and get the kids. I can come and I'm like, no, I'm leaving here in 1 hour. We can make it one more hour. Because, you don't want to come to work 2 days before school starts.
Yeah.
The kids have in their mind we're going to do something fun all day long. Like, what are we doing? And I'm like, I'm working. Moms that have an 8 to 5 where you have to be in the office or have to be wherever it is, how do you do it?
Oh, no, I don't know. And my oldest is getting to the age where he wants to be with friends all the time. Like he wants to be talking to his friends and hanging out. So we're kind of getting to that point in life where we're talking sleepovers and all those kind of things. But we were doing something this summer and he was like, I want to call so-and-so and have them come out. And I'm like, well, it's not that easy because a lot of parents work like a 9 to 5 job.
Right.
I'm like, you're very fortunate that your mom has a job where she can be with you sometimes and then work sometimes and kind of work around the schedule that way. I'm like, he just doesn't, like, he doesn't understand what it could be
Mine
like.
still don't.
Yeah.
And I don't know that they ever will unless I had a job where I had set hours that I had, which don't get me wrong, I work a lot. They just don't see me in in an office environment where like someone else is telling me what to do and things like that. And
Well,
so,
and you can bring them with you a lot too.
Yeah,
So sometimes
right.
they're still here. So yeah. I cannot imagine. Like, we've talked many times, like I used to work retail before and that is when I got pregnant was when I recognized I cannot do this. Like I want to be a part of my kid's life. Like I don't want to come home at 5 or 6 o'clock, have 2 or 3 hours with them and be done. Like that's just not how my life's going to be. But some people, like, that's what they have to do. Like they don't have a choice. And everybody's different. Some people want to homeschool. Like that is not me. Like
I tried that.
yes,
I tried that.
How long did you do that for?
We did it for a full school year,
Yeah.
but we did it with a cooperative. So they did get interaction with other kids. It just wasn't that they went to school Monday through Friday. They just went a couple of days a week, and then we supplemented on the other days. And I'm thankful for that time, but it did show me, I would love to be able to do that, but just in the place that I am with all the different businesses that I've got going, that's just not possible.
Yeah.
So, but
It's just something about my personality where I have to be providing for my family. I tried staying at home when my oldest was born, and my husband was like, you have got to go.
listen, Steve said, I stayed home for maybe 6 months one time when we had a whole lot of different children in the house. And I was like, I got to get up out of here. There's kids everywhere.
Yeah. Like, I love my kids, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's not and that's what is so beautiful about, like, that does not have to be your thing, and that's okay. And that doesn't have to be my thing, and that's okay. And if you're a homeschool crunchy mom and you're making sourdough every day, I want to be you, but I can't.
Somebody gave me a sourdough starter. It didn't start.
It stopped.
I did the things, and I'm like,
Grow.
It looks kind of gross. Nope, I'm throwing that out. So if
No.
you want to make me some bread, I will pay you for it, but
Yes.
you're not doing it.
Thank you for doing that. And I have tried. I mean, I do have a garden and I do have things that I very much enjoy. I do try my best to buy things that are healthy for my kids, but we also have Lunchables in the refrigerator.
Yes,
So-
we went with Lunchables today, and I was very happy. They loved it. Was the new ones with the prime in there, something about
What is the
kids
deal with
are
the prime?
obsessed with the prime.
Have you drank it?
No, I haven't tried
No
it.
bueno.
Is it not good?
I don't like it one tiny little bit.
No, my oldest is just like prime, 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 and then Mr. Beast chocolate.
What?
Mr. Beast.
We went through that last year.
And then Beyblades. Do you know what Beyblades are?
No, but we're doing Lulabi, Labubu dolls,
Oh.
Labubu somethings. I have no idea. I was
You need to research those. I won't give my opinion, but I have heard
what are they?
that I don't know.
Okay,
I
this
don't
is
know enough about them, but there is some spiritual connotation to the
No.
things. So I would look into it because I'm against it.
Okay, I'm gonna have to do that.
I'm all into the spiritual.
Yeah, I know, but I don't even know what they are.
Yeah.
Like they just have been talking
And they're
about
creepy.
them. Are they?
Yeah, they're pretty
Okay, I'm going to have
creepy.
to look that up.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about Lululemon.
No. Oh, no, the oldest is all about Lululemon. And I'm like, if you think I'm paying $78 for an 11-year-old a pair of pants or a shirt, you're out of your mind.
And then get her the knockoffs from
Girl, I'd be,
overseas.
somebody post on Facebook, I got a pair of Lululemon leggings for $20. I'm like, we'll take them.
Yeah, yeah. No, they're, speaking of cheap clothing, Old Time Pottery in Madison went out of business.
Yeah.
And is now Gabe's.
Okay.
So we went over there the other day and bought a bunch of back to school clothes.
Really?
Yeah, they had like Nike and Jordan and Under Armour, and they had a lot of, I don't know about the girls, but the boys section was good.
I went in there one day. Oh, this is a burnt toast. I went in there one day, or walked in the door, and the phone rang, and it was the school. And I had a kid in trouble.
Oh, gosh.
And so I had to, this was a day that I took off to just do things. I think I had to go to a meeting in Huntsville, and then I was like, I'm going to go check out a few shops. I haven't done this in so long. And then the mom guilt hit me, so I didn't even get to go through there. Look, it's one of those memories just pops right back in there like, oh, yeah, I remember that. I don't know what she did, but she was in trouble, so.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about all the kids' things. Our oldest said something about going to the principal's office the other day, and I'm like, what? And Trey was like, did you know he had been to the principal's office? And this was at his old school. And I know it was about something really stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I know.
I went to the principal's office once ever in my career in school, and it was because I slapped a little boy on the playground.
I slapped a big boy.
Yeah, I don't think, when I look back at it, I don't think I got in trouble because I had never been to the principal's office, but I think he got in trouble. He had like kicked a ball and it hit me in the head or something like that. And
right.
He got in trouble, but yeah.
Okay, so we think back on that, and you think back on the things that happened, and how your parents responded and how we respond now. What is it that our kids actually need from us, and what actually matters, and how we respond? Like, do they even care if they have the matching cute outfits? No, probably not.
Well, so let's look at this statistic real quick.
Okay.
The average parent spends $890 per child on back to school shopping. What say you?
I say I believe it. I say I believe it because I went to Target to get backpacks, and they were $54.99.
I didn't do new backpacks this year. They were begging for them, and I was like, yours are fine. You can.
Well, I let them buy the gaudy, cheap, sparkly backpacks last year, and they literally fell apart by Christmas. But I wouldn't buy a new one for that school year, so I did let them get new ones this year. But I'm like, $54?
Well, I was wanting, what is it, JanSport or whatever.
That's what we bought.
Like, that's what I wanted, and I was like, I can get that, and he can put patches on it and make it his own. But then I was like, I don't want to pay that for a backpack.
Dumb.
Like, and it's just the name. I mean, that's it.
Right.
So I'm like, we need to look on Goodwill or something and see if we can find one
Yes.
pre-owned.
I need to be thrifting these things. Because I know there are people out there that buy new backpacks every year regardless. Mm-hmm. And you got 78 backpacks at home. So send those to the thrift store so as people who do not replace can buy your old ones so we don't have to spend $54. Because next year they'll be $69.99.
Yeah. Well, I did have to buy new shoes this year. So they both got new pairs of shoes because one
we got new shoes.
Has ginormous feet.
Yes.
And the other one, he just needed some new shoes. The other ones are horrible. So.
Right. I feel bad. Asher always gets Hunter's hand-me-downs, but now Hunter has a different style than Asher, so we're not doing that anymore because Hunter likes black like her mama, and Asher likes
color.
Oh my gosh.
I can see that.
That girl loves the rainbow. And so this year she got more new stuff than Hunter did because of that reason. But still, it's dumb. And school supplies were $300.
Yeah, let's talk about school supplies and how we had to take a wagon to school to carry all of the school supplies because we had to buy packs of paper, and like they were so stinking heavy. Like I think each kid got 2 packs.
Yeah.
And then my youngest had like 2 extra packs of paper, and I'm like, "There's no way we can carry these up to the school."
No.
So we brought our beach wagon in to carry everything.
That's a great idea.
But yeah, it was just so much
I know.
stuff.
And this was just for one. My middle schooler did not have to bring any school supplies. They're all provided this year. Which is
What-
surprising.
Is it some sort of grant? or
No
something?
clue. We just got a thing that said your child only needs a backpack or some sort of little trapper keeper thing.
Yeah, that's nice. But I'm like, they're really going to go through 50 pencils
I know.
during a school year, or like 20 glue sticks? I'm like, what are we doing up in here?
Are we eating the glue still? We still eating the glue.
It's just so much stuff.
But I need teachers to talk to us, okay? Can you just respond in the comments or something? Or do we go through all that glue? Do you use it up? And if so, I can't process it.
Yeah. 2 packs of tissues, 2 packs of
Now, I can
Lysol
understand that.
wipes. Yeah.
I can
Sick
understand all
kids.
that. I would rather send in paper towels, hand sanitizer, Kleenexes, and all that than 48 tubes of
Yeah,
glue.
well, I'm wondering about the ratios too, because I think they ask for like 1 roll of paper towels. I don't feel like that's enough. You got 50 pencils, 1 roll of paper towels. I feel like you need 5 rolls of paper towels per child.
Is it
Like,
space though? Is that the deal? Like we don't have the space for y'all to bring in.
well, and I know
10
that they
rolls.
do say they will need replenishment through
Right.
the year of things, but it better not be pencils. If you need paper towels, I will bring it to you. Don't ask me for glue sticks or pencils or any of the things
We
like
will
that.
bring whatever you need. She's lying. Whatever you ask for, we will send it in.
Well, and like, so speaking of going back to the whole mom guilt thing, like, what do you do for the teachers? Like, you have teacher appreciation. Like, back to school, do you get a gift? After school, do you get, like, what are you supposed to do? Teachers, what do you expect from us? I don't know what to do. I'm not doing all the gifts.
Me either.
I mean, I will buy you something, teacher appreciation. That's normally what I do. But there were people coming up to the school with like bouquets of flowers. And I'm
know.
like,
I'm not doing that. I'll Venmo you $40 or whatever you need.
gift card.
Can I hook you up with an Amazon card and just email it to you? Whatever I can do that's fast and easy, I'm here for it.
I'm just not sure what the rules are.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there are no rules.
Well, I think there are. I think it's like $25 is your limit. Some of y'all deserve $1,000.
Yeah, that's
okay.
true.
Some of you need we should be buying your school supplies for the whole flipping classroom.
I could not be a teacher. I know that. My son actually asked me the other day, he was like, my best friend's mom's working at the school now. Why can't you work at the school? And I'm like,
Because I don't want to.
God did not make me that way.
My degree's in education. And when I did my student teaching, I was like, oh, I made a bad choice.
I don't think I knew that. Did you tell me that on one of the episodes?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Not for me. Nope.
Well, and when I didn't have kids, it was different. Like, I could
Yes.
see myself doing that more because I always wanted to work in the nursery.
Yes.
But then I had my kids, and I'm like, I don't want nobody else's kids.
I know. I
Like,
found myself looking at vacations that were all inclusive, adult only. Mm-hmm. Because if I'm gonna have a vacation with just my husband, I don't want to hear your kids. Isn't that crazy?
Well, we went on a cruise not too long
Right.
ago. And it was fun, but they had like an adults only pool area. And yeah, I'm not one to utilize the kid facilities, which I probably should have.
Yes.
They looked very nice. Like, we
They're
went
very
back there
safe,
one day
yeah.
and did bingo, but I'm weird about those things. And looking back, I probably would have done it because I was exhausted
Yes.
afterwards. It was fun and it was great, but it was,
Yeah. You're like, this was not a vacation. This
Yeah.
was a trip.
yeah. And it was their first cruise.
Yes.
And we ate a lot of good food. I enjoyed the shows, but we spent most of the time looking for rubber duckies. Do you know about that?
I don't.
So that's the thing now, apparently, on cruise ships.
No.
People bring hundreds of rubber duckies in their suitcases and they hide them around the cruise ship. And like, they'll be tagged and it'll say this duck comes from Karen Smith from Ohio or something like that.
What?
And some of them will have a QR code, but you're supposed to like take a picture with them and post it. They've got these cruise duck Facebook groups.
What in
But
the
yeah, we
world?
came back with like 16 rubber duckies.
No, I don't know anything about that. I also don't want to be on a cruise ship and stuck. So I can't. I've done that twice, and if I don't ever get on another boat,
You've been stuck on a cruise ship before?
yeah, you're stuck every time you're on there. You don't get off.
Oh, yeah.
Like, no. I want to go. I want to go where the people are.
Well, and I find that I'm getting to the point where I enjoy being in nature so much
100%.
more because we got on the
Yes.
ship and my husband's like, there's like 9,000 people on this cruise ship. And I'm like, why would you tell me that? Like, I don't want to know that.
Wait, there's a small city here?
And especially first day,
Yes.
like you get on and everybody's like,
Chaos.
food, like
Yes.
straight for the food. And I'm just like, But the trip that we took to California,
Yes.
where we just rented a car and like drove up the coast and stopped at different like
Much better.
forest and beach spots. There was no people like at my age, like that is what I need.
Yes,
that
I
is
agree.
what I crave. We
Yes.
don't want the Disney crowds
Right.
anymore. Like I'm past that.
Right?
Even though I do know at some point I'm going to have to take my son to the new Nintendo World at Universal, whatever it is. It's got Mario and
yeah.
How to Train Your Dragon. I know he's going to want that, but
Yeah.
hopefully it'll be a while.
Okay. Yeah, maybe. I'm Disneyed out too. I'm at the end. I'm old, okay? I'm almost 50. I am tired of doing kid things. Can we just move on to the stage of life where they do things for me?
So you said that y'all do not watch much TV.
No, not at all.
So do the kids watch TV?
No, they do watch TV, but not tons of TV.
So when you watch TV together, what are you watching?
We love Anne with an E.
What is that?
It is about Anne of Green Gables.
Okay.
And it is so, so, so good.
What is that on?
I think it's on Netflix.
It is,
Yeah. Super wholesome. You will cry. We're watching it again now. We finished the series.
And the kids like it.
They love it.
Yeah, that's good.
We like Heartland. There's a million episodes of Heartland, so you can go and watch that anytime. What else do we watch together? Virgin River. Mm-hmm. It can be a little risque in a couple of things, so I have to fast forward through. It's not like crazy like some of the stuff that's on TV, but yeah, there's a couple of things that I thought were a little bit too much for my littles, but we are outside a lot
That's good.
and doing things and we've got lots of crafts and coloring books and all the stuff. Hunter really bad wants to just talk to friends constantly, and so that's a thing because we don't do cell phones for our children.
Yeah. Okay. So another mom guilt opportunity.
Yeah.
We're in that too, where he's seeing friends, FaceTime on their tablets
Yes.
with other friends. And it's really hard. I'm like, well, should we do this and only allow certain friends? And,
Yes.
My husband is in technology
Right.
for the school system, and he is like, absolutely not. He's like, if you only knew some of the things that I saw on some of these computers that I'm getting back, kids in the 3rd and 4th grade, he was like, I just don't think we should set him up for that. And it's so tough.
It is so hard. It is so hard. And Hunter is very adamant about, like, she asks for a phone about every other day. Every other day. And it is so hard to always say, no, I'm sorry, you know our rules. No, I'm sorry, you know the reasons why we won't allow you to use a phone. Well, last night, a little text thread started, and she had my phone, and these kids added my number into this text thread. And she's in the 5th grade, and there was a 3rd grade boy that had got added into the thread, and I don't know how, because we don't know this person.
Yeah.
And what he was texting infuriated me. I mean, to the point to where I called his phone and asked to speak to a parent.
Was it just mean or inappropriate?
It was everything.
Oh, So you can't even give a little.
No, and it was on my phone. I was like, if you have the nerve to text that to a parent's phone.
Do you think he knew that it was a parent's phone?
Oh, he knew. He responded to me when I text back.
Oh, it's so hard.
I was like, where is your mama and them?
Your mom and them.
Somebody?
Yeah. And it's the response normally, but so and so gets to do it. Like, why can't I do it?
Always.
Like, it's so tough, and I'm like, just because they do it doesn't mean we're doing it. Everybody's different. Different parents have different rules,
But in our house, we are not. I am so sorry. I have seen the things and I don't like them.
Yeah. Well, we have even talked about like when he is old enough to have a phone that he will get like a dumb phone. Like
We have a flip phone at home
Yeah,
for them.
yeah.
So if they're home by themselves, because they're 8 and 11, we do not leave them at home for hours on end. Like if I have to run to the store to get milk, or if I have 15 to 20 minutes
Yeah.
in and out, they need a way to call if something were to happen. And so that's what we got, because we don't have a house phone. We got a flip phone. And she was so mad. This does not do anything.
Oh my goodness.
I'm like, no, it calls people like a phone's supposed to do.
So there is some phone that my husband has been researching it, and I'm not sure what it's called, but it's a black and white phone, so it's not addicting.
Yes.
And I think you can read on it, you can text, like you can do certain
Right.
extras, but you can't get on the internet.
Yes.
Can't get on YouTube, which is huge.
YouTube is so bad.
No, I was actually at the park the other day, and I overheard a little boy, like really young, younger than my oldest, talking to somebody about Huggy Wuggy having red eyes. Do you know what Huggy Wuggy is?
No.
Okay. And then I overheard something about Five Nights at Freddy's. Do you know what that is?
No. Y'all, I don't know anything.
So you just would have to research it.
I'm like, we're so disconnected, and I love it. Like, I'm serious. People are all the time, they're like, hey, have you heard this? And I'm like, no, I don't watch the news. I try not to get on social media except for just to give people a thumbs up or a little bitty update. Like, I just don't want that mess in my head so that then my kids, I don't know. I just, no.
Well, that's, our oldest likes to watch YouTube because he's into gaming and Pokemon and all this kind of stuff. But we took it off the TV so he couldn't access it because these kind of things just randomly pop up. And so both of those things are very scary and not appropriate for children. And they make stuffed animals, they make backpacks. Like I've seen kids at school, and it's horrific. Like
I can only imagine.
These things are horrific.
I saw some things at open house on Tuesday night, and I was like, is this not against some rules?
Yeah.
It was this backpack that had this crazy looking monster thing coming off of it with red little beady eyes.
Is it blue?
Yes.
That's Huggy Wuggy.
It was terrifying.
Yeah.
I have so much to say, and I'm not going to say it because I feel like we're pushing it. But
well, so as far as mom guilt, like the outfits, the things like that, what you're providing for your kids to take to school, that is not what's important.
No.
Like being present in your children's lives.
Yes.
Knowing what's going on in their lives. Taking them to do things even when you're having a bad day. Like I said, probably 10 years from now, they will look back and say, Mom, I remember that day when you took me to get our nails done before school.
Yes.
And they probably won't remember a thing about you having a mental breakdown that day. Like that's the important things. And so like I did back to school on Monday, like I took them to the playground, like we went and got Chick-fil-A.
Yes.
Because I'm just like, they need something special to remember before they go back to school. So I just feel like pouring into your kids is the most important part. Like they're not going to remember the backpack that you bought them for back to school.
And taking responsibility when things go wrong or when you respond in a way that, is shocking or not pleasing or, you know when it's wrong. And I think that's so huge because I don't ever remember getting that as a kid. Like, I remember the discipline and the strictness and all the things, but I don't ever remember anybody saying, I am so sorry, I should not have done that. And so I try to put an emphasis on that. Then I'm like, maybe my kids won't grow up and be like, gosh, my mom apologized all the time. She was crazy.
No, that's huge though. Like, I just think that is so important for them to see you apologize.
Right.
And I don't feel like we do it enough.
No, I know.
And teaching them to apologize too when they're wrong. And going back to, when we were talking about that time he was sent to the principal's office, he was like, yeah, but I don't do that anymore. Like, that's not who I am anymore. Just kind of that he had learned from that. And I'm like, wow. I'm like, good.
I know.
Good for you. That's awesome. But
You're more mature than we thought.
and it's crazy at this age too. It's just, he's still a kid, but you can see him maturing and turning into an adult and doing the right things.
I know.
And it's just, I was more upset watching my third grader go to school than I was my kindergartner.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, we're gonna be a teenager like before
Yes.
I know it. Like, I'm not ready for that.
Yeah, that's tough. It was tough seeing Hunter walking into middle school, because it seems like she should still be a tiny little baby running around like a crazy person.
Yeah.
And now she's like, don't take my picture.
Well, and I feel like middle school is like a totally different world.
Yes.
Like, I mean, you got elementary school, middle school, high school, totally, completely different planets.
Yes.
So we have to prepare ourselves as parents. We have to put on our armor and go to
Yes.
battle for our children.
Yes.
And teach them how to put on their armor and go to battle as well. And that's just the past few days is what I've been kind of continually praying, is just that our children are safe. And then it's just about school and having fun, and they don't have to deal with bullying or the things that just shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
So,
I agree.
all right. In closing, as we head into this new school year, show up how you need to show up. Don't let the group chat guilt you. Ooh. Don't let Instagram convince you your kid is missing out. They're not, and neither are you. This is your family, your rhythm, and your rules. Burn the toast, forget the water bottle, and just keep showing up. You've got this, and we're here with you. Please keep following us. If you've liked any of our videos, then follow us on Facebook, Apple Podcast, or YouTube. And we would love to hear from you if you have any ideas for episodes or people you would like us to interview. Please just let us know. Have a good day. Bye.